Hello guys, it's Flipping Markets here. Welcome everyone in today's video. And this video will be about the trade I took today. Okay, let's begin. We are on the 1 minute chart currently, and I won't go back to the 15 minute because we already know the structure on the 15 minute. We are bearish. So let's begin on the 1 minute. As you can see, price was creating series of higher highs and higher lows. And after the series of higher highs, higher lows, price was reacting on some sort of supply right here, which was this one. Okay. As you can see, price was building up liquidity trend line right here, which means we have shitloads of orders sitting just below this line. And if you take a closer look, you will see that we have double bottoms or relatively triple bottoms right here. First, second, third bottom. So we have shitloads of liquidity above this demand zone, this extreme POI. Okay, let's continue. After the supply reaction, price changed character here, 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 and started to form series of lower lows and lower highs. After that, price changed character on the demand zone right here, and built up liquidity, more liquidity for price to go short. Okay, price reacted on some supply here. Maybe it was a 5 minute supply, but we can actually call it a break or block reaction. But I won't confuse you with breaker blocks because we do not use them. It makes things complicated. We just use a simple strategy, but I will just explain breaker blocks really quick. So as you can see, we had a push, we had a pullback, and after that we did the final push. And this was the demand zone that caused the last push. Price broke through that zone, and price reacted on that zone. Actually, these are breaker blocks. In a trend, for example, a long trend, we have a breaker block, price breaks that block, and price reacts on that block. But it doesn't really work. I did not really backtest it because I do not care about breaker blocks. I just focus on my own strategy. You do not have to confuse yourself with these kind of blocks. Just forget it. I just marked out to know that price reversed on this block and not in the middle of nowhere. But actually, we can say it was a 5 minute supply reaction. Yeah, as you can see, it was a 5 minute supply reaction. So it doesn't really matter. Okay, let's continue. As you can see, this was our series of lower lows and lower highs. And let's map out our structure. High, low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. So this was our last lower high, and this was our last low. Okay, let's see. We had this supply zone right here that pushed the price to new lows. And the price reacted on that zone, as you can see. Tapped it, reacted on it, and broke through it. Okay, if we have a breakthrough of a zone, we might have we must have an opposite zone. So let's find our demand zone. Actually, this candle broke that zone. So this is a really valuable zone because we had a big downtrend, and this block broke that downtrend. So this is really valuable, and we have liquidity also just above that zone. I mean, just below. So yeah, okay, let's just play price. I'm expecting the tap of this zone. I was expecting the tap of this zone because we had liquidity, and this is a really strong zone. So I will just play the price and wait for a tap. Okay, price tapped the zone. Let's just close this. So price tapped the zone, did a reaction on it, reaction, failed to break above the last supply, created equal taps, broke below that zone. So we have a clear break, and I was pointing out this supply zone right here because, as you can see, the upside candle, this one, was almost fully mitigated. Maybe the 10% of the candle was left unmitigated. So actually, this was the only unmitigated candle before the inefficient push. So I use this candle. And that's the most reasonable supply zone to use. Okay, I did set an order limit on the full body because the 2-point stop loss did cover the whole zone. As you can see, it did cover it, and the wicks aren't bigger than the 50% of the candle, so we can use the full body. Okay, let's play just price. Tapped in. and the price broke structure to the downside. As you can see, here was the break of structure to the downside, and I did set my stop loss to break even because I did follow my rules. And in my rules, I just wrote down that if price breaks the structure, I will put my stop loss to break even. So I just followed my rules. But as you can see, I was targeting this down demand zone here. And as you can see, price just did hit break even. So it did hit break even, mitigated the 75% of this block, of this supply zone, and then reversed and hit TP. So yeah, now TP hit. So yeah, actually this was the breakdown of today's trade. It isn't really complicated. It's just a simple flip. I just managed my trade too tightly and it hit break even. And after price just ran into my TP and did hit a risk reward, but it is what it is. I hope it made sense for you guys. Please let me know if you liked it. Take care and have a beautiful rest of the week. Goodbye, guys.